If you want to tackle a large painting project quickly while obtaining smooth, even results, then a good airless paint sprayer is the way to go. These high-pressure painting tools spray paint at speeds up to 1/3 of a gallon of paint per minute, so you can finish painting in less time than with a brush or roller. When choosing an airless paint sprayer, Shanice Hines, an interior designer, home stager, and licensed realtor, says, "The most important features for a DIYer to consider in an airless paint sprayer are maximum pressure for smooth finishes, ergonomic, designed for comfort during use, and easy to change paint tips for versatile spraying." So in this video, we have compiled a list and reviewed the top 8 best airless paint sprayers you can buy in 2025. For more information on the products, we have included links in the description box below. Let's get started. Number 8. Wagner Control Pro 170 Airless Paint Sprayer. This powerful stationary sprayer is ideal for large exterior projects, including painting the walls of your house, staining a wooden deck, painting a fence, or giving an outdoor shed a makeover. It features high-efficiency airless technology that decreases overspray by as much as 55%, yet still gives a very even, smooth coat of paint, primer, or stain. You can adjust the pressure to achieve the speed that works best for your project. Go slow when working around more detailed areas and speed up when painting a long, flat surface. And the included 30-foot hose is long enough for maneuvering around your work site comfortably. If you need even more length, such as to paint the second story of a house, you can use a 60-foot hose instead. Draw your paint from a 1-gallon or 5-gallon can. No need to thin it beforehand. You can use this sprayer for most paints and stains as is. It comes with one standard 515 paint tip, which is ideal for most typical paints and solid stains. Still, if you are going to spray transparent or semi-transparent stains, lacquers, or polyurethane, then you'll want one of the other tip sizes recommended by Wagner. There are 5 other sizes to choose from, all sold separately. While we do wish this sprayer had an adapter so a garden hose could be used to clean it, it's still no more difficult than most other airless paint sprayers to flush and clean at the end of your project, especially if you clean it right away before leftover paint begins to dry. Wagner recommends the sprayer for up to 300 gallons of paint per year so that you can take on multiple large projects with ease. While it's ideal for exterior use, you can also use this airless paint sprayer for large indoor painting projects if desired. Number 7. Graco Variable Speed Handheld Airless Paint Sprayer. While many paint sprayers are designed for taking on large projects like painting the entire exterior of a house, this handheld model from Graco is ideal for smaller DIY projects, such as painting interior doors, touching up trim or cabinets, painting interior or exterior walls, or giving furniture a makeover. Graco recommends it for use on projects using no more than 1 or 2 gallons of paint, up to a maximum of 25 gallons of paint per year. Note that this is a corded paint sprayer, not a battery-powered tool like the Graco Ultra Cordless Airless Handheld Paint Sprayer, our best cordless pick. Its paint canister holds up to 32 ounces of paint, which may well be enough to complete your project, but if not, it is very easy to refill. It comes with 4 canister liners to make cleanup easy, and Graco also sells packs of liners separately. You'll love the way you can angle this sprayer to reach even awkward corners or tight spots. In fact, it can even spray while held upside down. Plus, you can dial in 10 different speeds, so go slow when painting small or detailed objects, or go fast when covering a wall or other large, flat surface. Whichever you choose, you'll get a smooth and even coat of paint, and there is no need to thin the paint before getting started. Unlike most paint sprayers that only include 1 tip, this one comes with 4. A narrow and wide tip for spraying paint and a narrow and wide tip for spraying stains. However, it is not compatible with other Graco tips. Number 6. Titan ControlMax High Efficiency Airless Paint Sprayer. If you're looking for a paint sprayer that can tackle large projects quickly, consider this one from Titan. During testing, this stationary airless sprayer took just 10 minutes to paint a big chest of drawers, and we were thrilled with the incredibly smooth, polished result. While this model is great for big projects, such as staining an outdoor deck or giving a wooden fence a new coat of paint, they can also be used on ceilings and interior walls. You'll especially love the sprayer if you are painting a popcorn textured ceiling, which can be especially challenging with a roller. The sprayer draws paint directly from a 1-gallon or 5-gallon paint can, and the included 30-foot hose. It can take as long as 80 feet of hose if desired, makes reaching even high ceilings a breeze. You can adjust the pressure to find the right spray speed for your needs, which is very helpful when working along the upper edges of walls or directly overhead on the ceiling. After adjusting, we discovered that the spray's force and speed were ideal for our latex paint and didn't need to change it again during the project. Thanks to Titan's high-efficiency airless system, you'll have much less overspray than for most similar models, which was a feature we really liked. This powerful sprayer is rated for up to 300 gallons of paint annually. Cleaning it is not difficult, although it is admittedly tedious. We do wish it had an adapter for cleanup with a garden hose, but as long as you clean it as soon as you finish your project, the task isn't too bad. The sprayer comes with a 515 tip, which gives a 10-inch fan of paint and is suited to most latex paints. We found it worked well with our paint. However, there are 5 other sizes sold separately should you need a larger or smaller tip. Number 5. Graco Ultra Cordless Airless Handheld Paint Sprayer. While this battery-operated paint sprayer from Graco isn't the best choice for large-scale painting projects like painting an outdoor deck or an entire room, it's an excellent tool for smaller projects that require speed and quality results. During our testing, we used the tool to paint an interior door and a built-in desk, and were highly impressed with the professional-looking results, which were smooth and even. The sprayer has a 32-ounce paint canister and comes with 6 liners, making cleanup easy. Because our project was small, we didn't need to refill the canister, but it might be annoying on a larger project. You can adjust the pressure to control the speed of the spray. At first we had it set too high and found that the sprayer used a lot of paint and wasn't entirely even, but once we figured out the ideal setting, we loved how easy it was to achieve a very smooth coat of paint. We did note that the sprayer can drip a little bit when running low on paint though. While we had a bit of a learning curve, we quickly got the hang of using the sprayer thanks to the very helpful instructions. The sprayer comes with 2 DeWalt 20-volt batteries and a charger, so you can have one in use and one on the charger ready to go. According to Graco, you can spray up to 1 gallon of paint before needing to recharge the battery. We didn't need to swap out batteries during our tests. We cleaned the sprayer in a sink filled with hot water and had excellent results, but of course, like all paint sprayers, cleanup is the most tedious part. This sprayer comes with a Graco FFLP 514 tip, which is good for many projects, but if you need a tip for finer work, then Graco has a wide range of other sizes to choose from. Number 4. Wagner Control Pro 130 Tank Paint Sprayer. This stationary paint sprayer is easy to use and provides a very smooth, even coat of paint without any sputtering or spitting. We used it to paint several wooden beams, applying a coat of primer and a coat of latex paint, and were very pleased with the final results. We were glad to see that it produces less overspray than the majority of other airless sprayers, as overspray may make a big mess. Generally speaking, an airless paint sprayer produces more overspray than an HVLP paint sprayer because of the greater pressure. However, we do wish this model allowed the user to adjust the pressure, as we ended up using a lot more paint than expected. Unlike most airless paint sprayers, this one does not draw paint directly out of the can, but instead has a hopper that can be filled with up to 1.5 gallons of paint at a time. We had to refill it once during our painting session, but it was easy to do. While the trigger on the sprayer must be held down the entire time paint is being dispensed, it didn't fatigue our hands, and we found the handle to be comfortable to hold. The sprayer comes with a 25-foot hose, but can support up to 50 feet if you are painting a much larger area. It also comes with one 515 tip, which is a good size for most typical painting projects with latex paint, but it can also be used with 4 other tip sizes which are sold separately. Wagner recommends an annual usage of up to 50 gallons of paint. Number 3. Graco Magnum Project Painter Plus Paint Sprayer. This Graco Airless Paint Sprayer is an excellent option for someone who has never used a paint sprayer before because it is simple to use. We really like this affordable stationary model because it applied a uniform smooth coat of paint during our test without sputtering or thinning the paint. We used it to paint exterior shutters and found that despite needing to angle our hands quite a bit to access all sides of the shutters, the sprayer continued to provide steady pressure and an even coat of paint. Keep in mind this is not a paint sprayer for very large projects such as painting large rooms or a sizable deck. Graco recommends it for projects requiring no more than 5 gallons of paint, up to an annual maximum of 50 gallons of paint. You can draw the paint directly from a 1 gallon or 5 gallon paint can. We found that setting our 1 gallon can inside an empty 5 gallon bucket made it steadier, so we didn't have to worry about the paint can tipping over. The sprayer has adjustable pressure, which was easy to set. We especially liked the lock-on feature on the handle, which meant we didn't have to keep squeezing the trigger the entire time we worked. The sprayer comes with a true airless 515 tip, but you can use many of the other sizes of true airless tips with it. It also includes a 25-foot hose, which was long enough for our purposes, but if you need longer, the sprayer can support up to a 50-foot hose. We found it easy to clean the sprayer by flushing it with our garden hose, and we look forward to using it for our next project. Number 2, Titan ControlMax 1900 Pro High Efficiency Airless Sprayer. This sprayer is best for medium to large projects and can handle up to 500 gallons of paint annually. It comes with a 50-foot hose, but you can go to a 100-foot hose if you are tackling a very large exterior project. We put this airless paint sprayer to the test by painting an outdoor shed, and we're very impressed at how quickly we were able to get the job done and how good the finished results looked. Although it is designed for professional painters and serious DIYers, we discovered that it was actually pretty straightforward to use once we got over the slight learning curve. Its instruction book includes many helpful tips on using the sprayer, most effectively in improving the painting technique. During testing, there was no sputtering or spitting while the paint was sprayed, and the pressure remained very consistent. It was easy to adjust the pressure when needed, and we liked that the nozzle tip could be adjusted to spray a fan of paint either vertically or horizontally. Although there was no on lock and we had to keep the trigger squeezed the entire time we worked, we didn't find it tiring or uncomfortable. We loved that this sprayer is mounted on a cart with large wheels that make it easy to maneuver wherever you need it, although we found it a little tricky to carry the paint can while wheeling the sprayer. The sprayer draws unthinned paint or stains directly from a 1 gallon or 5 gallon can. It comes with a 515 tip and is compatible with 6 other tip sizes. Like most paint sprayers, it is a somewhat tedious process to clean at the end of the project, but we didn't find it to be exceptionally difficult. While not everyone needs a professional paint sprayer like this one, it's a solid choice for DIYers or pros who need the highest level of performance and reliability. Number 1, Graco Magnum X5 Stand Paint Sprayer. Of all the models we tested, the Graco Magnum X5 Stand Airless Paint Sprayer impressed us the most since it does a great job of laying down a smooth coat of paint, and it's light and easy to move, while handling a wide range of painting projects around the home. We put this sprayer to the test, painting 2 interior doors with primer and latex paint. While it spluttered a bit at startup, which led to a couple of paint blotches that needed sanding, once we got the hang of it, it performed like a champ, and we completed the project in under 2 hours. We found it very easy to adjust the pressure to suit our needs. The maximum pressure of the sprayer is 3000 psi, which is powerful enough to handle just about any paint or stain without the need for thinning them. While this is a stationary sprayer, we found that the included 25-foot hose was more than enough for us to move comfortably around while painting. But if you need more length, you can swap the hose out for one that's up to 75 feet long. Conveniently, you can draw the paint directly out of the 1 gallon or 5 gallon can, so there is no need for a separate container. The metal spray gun has an internal filter to help ward off blockages, and we found it comfortable to hold and easy to use, although we did wish that it had a lock to keep it running without the need for finger pressure. The sprayer comes with a true airless 515 tip, which means that the paint fans out to a maximum of 10 inches while spraying through the 0.015 inch orifice. While that's a good size for most typical projects using latex paint, this paint sprayer can also be used with numerous other sizes of true airless spray tips, sold separately. Although our project was fairly small, this is an ideal paint sprayer for larger jobs as well, such as painting walls, decks, fences, and other surfaces, either indoors or outdoors. Graco recommends it for projects requiring no more than 10 gallons of paint and up to a maximum of 125 gallons of paint per year. When it's time for cleanup, you can either attach your garden hose to the sprayer to flush it out or do the job with a pail of water. We found it relatively easy to clean and soon had it ready for our next project. All in all, we consider this a great airless paint sprayer for both experienced and new DIYers. If you found this video helpful, please consider giving it a thumbs up, leaving a comment, and subscribing to our channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell icon so you never miss out on our latest videos.